There's one mistake that even the smartest men make with women, and they don't even realize it. It's not about being too nice. It's not about texting too much. It's something deeper, something that instantly lowers your value in a woman's eyes. And if you don't catch it in time, it's game over. But here's the real shocker. It's not just one mistake, there are 9. Each one slowly chips away at your confidence, your control, and, let's be real, your chances with women. So, if you want to know exactly what not to do, stay locked in. Because by the time we're done, you'll never make these mistakes again. Thing number 1. Stop explaining yourself like a lawyer. If you ever catch yourself over-explaining to a woman why you did something, why you texted late, why you didn't call, or why you made a certain decision, you've already lost. Smart men don't explain. They state, they act. Women don't respect a man who constantly justifies himself. The second you start defending your choices, you're signaling weakness. You're telling her, I care so much about your approval that I need you to understand my every move. And that's the energy of a guy she's going to walk all over. Think about the men that women fantasize about, the mysterious, confident, and unpredictable ones. Do you think they sit around saying, hey, just so you know, the reason I didn't text back immediately was because I was really busy, and I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you? No, they live their lives. The woman either gets on board or doesn't. Here's the secret: if a woman is genuinely interested in you, she won't need an explanation. And if she's demanding one, she's testing you to see if you'll fold. So next time you feel the urge to explain yourself, stop. Let her wonder. Let her sit with uncertainty, because the moment you start explaining, you're putting her in the driver's seat. Thing number 2. Stop being the nice guy who does too much. You know this guy. Hell, maybe you've been this guy, the one who's always available, always texting first, always ready to help. You think you're proving how much you care. You think you're winning her over, but what you're actually doing, you're making yourself boring. Women don't fantasize about the man who's always there for them. They fantasize about the guy who makes them work for his attention. Think of it like this: if you can have unlimited access to something, it loses value. Women love the thrill of the chase. They love mystery, unpredictability, and the feeling of earning your interest. A man who's too available makes it too easy. And if she never has to work for your attention, she'll lose interest. So what's the fix? Pull back, make her wonder. Give her space to miss you. High-value men know that their presence is a gift, not something to be handed out freely. If she's interested, she will chase. But if you're the one always trying to prove yourself, you're making her decision for her, and she's going to lose interest. Thing number 3. Stop letting her control the frame. Every interaction between a man and a woman has a power dynamic. Either you set the frame, or she does. And if you let her take control, you're done. Women respect men who lead. They don't want to be the ones deciding where to eat, what to do, or where the relationship is going. Sure, they might throw out a suggestion, but deep down, they're testing you to see if you can take charge. The second you start asking, what do you want to do? Every time, you're making her the leader. And here's the brutal truth: women don't want to lead. They want to be with a man who knows what he wants and moves with confidence. So next time you're making plans, decide instead of saying, where? Do you want to eat? Say, be ready at 8, I'll pick you up. Instead of asking, do you like me? Assume she does and act accordingly. A man who controls the frame is the man she respects. A man who hands it over, she'll get bored of him. These are just the first 3 mistakes, and trust me, they are already costing most men everything. But it doesn't stop here. The next 6 mistakes are just as dangerous and just as easy to fix if you know what you're doing. Stay tuned for part 2, because if you can eliminate all 9 of these mistakes, you'll never struggle with women again. Thing number 4, stop oversharing and killing the mystery. A woman should never know everything about you too soon. The moment she does, the game is over. No intrigue, no chase, no mystery. Smart men understand. That attraction is built on curiosity. It's about making her want to know more. But when you sit there and unload your entire life story, your fears, emotions, and every random thought, you're killing the very thing. This doesn't mean you should be cold or closed off. It means revealing yourself slowly. Let her earn your secrets piece by piece. Because once she feels like she's figured you out completely, she'll start looking for the next mystery to solve. Smart men know silence is powerful, mystery is attractive, and a little unpredictability keeps her coming back for more. Thing number 5. Stop seeking her validation. You might not even realize you're doing it. But if you're constantly looking for her approval, you've already lost. Women are naturally drawn to confidence, not arrogance, not cockiness, but a quiet, unshakable belief in yourself. The moment you start fishing for compliments, asking, "Do you like me? Or did I do okay?" she loses respect. The harsh truth, the guys who need validation the most are the ones who get it the least. A woman doesn't want a man waiting for permission to be valuable. She wants a man who already knows his worth, with or without her approval. So next time you feel the urge to ask, "Did you have fun? Or was that okay?" Stop. Let her be the one wondering if she impressed you. A man who needs validation gives away his power. A man who doesn't care if he gets it, that's the man she chases. Thing number 6. Stop trying to fix her problems. This is a mistake almost every man makes. A woman vents about her bad day, and your instinct? Fix it. Offer advice. Tell her what she should do, but guess what? That's not what she wants. Most women don't talk about their problems because they need a solution. They talk about them because they want to feel heard. They want to connect emotionally, not have you play life coach. The smart move? Listen, acknowledge. Instead of saying, "You should just tell your boss off," say, "Damn, that sounds frustrating." Instead of just ignore them, say, "I get why that would bother you." She doesn't want a problem solver. She wants a man who makes her feel safe, heard, and understood. And the guy who gets that, he wins every time. Thing number 7. Stop apologizing for being a man too. Many men walk around feeling guilty for being masculine. They think they need to tone it down, be softer, or always defer to what a woman wants. And what happens? They get ignored, disrespected, and put in the friend zone. Smart men don't apologize for being men. They don't shrink themselves to make others comfortable. They own their presence, their confidence, and their standards. Think about the men women are naturally drawn to: leaders, warriors, creators. These are the men who command respect without ever demanding it. They don't explain themselves, and they definitely don't ask for permission to exist. So next time you feel the urge to tone yourself down to be liked, remember this: a woman can only respect a man who respects himself first. Thing number 8. Stop prioritizing her over your purpose. A smart man knows his purpose comes first. Always. His mission, his goals, his growth. These are what define him. But too many men make the mistake of making a woman their priority before she's earned that spot. They cancel plans, put their dreams on hold, and reshape their entire lives to accommodate her. And the moment she senses that, she loses interest. Women don't want to be a man's mission. They want to be part of a man's world. A world that already exists without them. So what's the move? Stay on your path, build your empire, keep your focus. A woman who's truly interested will fit into your life, not become the center of it. And the moment you stop chasing, that's when she starts. Thing number 9, stop explaining yourself too much. A man who explains himself too much looks weak. It's that simple. There's a difference between clear communication and over-explaining. The first makes you look confident, direct, and in control. The second makes you look unsure, nervous, and desperate for approval. Ever notice how powerful men speak? They say less. They don't waste time justifying their decisions or apologizing for their choices. They let their actions speak. Example, weak. I didn't text you back because I was busy, but it wasn't like I was ignoring you. My phone died and I had work. Strong. I was busy. See the difference? The first one screams, please, don't be mad at me. The second one commands respect. Women notice this. A man who explains himself too much signals that he's afraid of losing her. A man who says just enough and moves with certainty, that's the man who stays on her mind. So next time you feel the need to justify yourself, stop. Say less. Because the less you explain, the more powerful you seem. At the end of the day, being a smart man with women isn't about tricks, games, or manipulation. It's about standing strong in who you are. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most guys. Now it's time to apply it. Drop a comment below. What's the number one mistake you see men make with women? Let's talk. And if you're serious about leveling up, hit that subscribe button, because this is just the beginning.